Welcome. This channeled message today comes from the Oracle Soul Cards by Deborah Koff-Chapin. This is a message for Pisces. Let's go ahead and see what we have for the day. These cards don't come with a book. The messaging comes through the symbols, comes through the art, through the colors. All right. This card is a person, looks to be a male, so masculine energy. On the top is the element of fire. There are flames all around his arms, his head, his shoulders, and then below is the element of water, and it is covering from his feet all the way up to his navel, so we actually don't see that part of his body. The hands are enlarged and extended out and open to receive. There's a symbol, I can't really make out what it is. Looks like a pyramid, but it has a pyramid facing down on the heart chakra, but it also has this like kind of burst that's coming from the center of the pyramid. It could be like wings, it could be just like a solar flare. He is white, so we've got the colors orange and yellow. They're connected with the sacral and the solar plexus. The element of fire is the solar plexus in the color yellow. And then we've got the different tones of blue. Blue is connected with the throat chakra. The throat chakra, though, is always connected to sacral chakra, which has to do with the emotional body, yin energy, the moon, and then this energy here of fire being very solar, connected with yang energy, the sun. So we've got this kind of meeting of the yin and the yang energy, and this openness of this person standing almost in balance between these two elements in a very open to receive kind of way. So how can the emotional body meet the actions of the body, of the mind, of your words? How can we live our life from a place of really taking action around the way that we feel? It's something to consider. And he's on fire. He's lit up. And with the hands enlarged, our hands are a connection to the heart chakra. And if you think about the way that you use your hands, we use our hands to create. We use our hands to nurture, to hold, and also to receive. So that is the Pisces message. Bringing that into practice, into a felt sense in our bodies. Let's close the eyes and drop into the sacral chakra. So bring your hand to the place below your navel. You can just rest it there. And then bringing your other hand to your solar plexus. So that connection of yin energy to yang energy. Let's become aware of your breath. Feel your hands rise as you inhale, filling up from that low belly place, the low diaphragm. And breathing it out. And then again, inhaling, filling up. Let it go, exhale. And then I would ask you to think about how you've been feeling lately. Think about your emotional state of being. Have you been happy lately? Have you been sad lately? Have you been feeling stuck or angry? Have you been working through any shame or guilt? Have you felt really on fire, inspired, courageous? So please take a moment to understand and tune into your emotional body, how you feel. It's so important that we do this. How have I been feeling? Ask yourself. I've been feeling blank. Now, after getting cozy with the feelings that you've been having, which you're like, yeah, I've been feeling them, I know how I felt, but naming them, also brings them into greater awareness. And then we can choose if we want to create shift, transformation, evolution, change around the way that we've been feeling. So the fire element asks us, yang energy asks us to move and to create action. So if you have been feeling a way that you want to change or you want to shift, you're tired of feeling that way, that's a story that you've been spinning for a really long time. Then I'm going to ask you to think of an action that you can take to do something different. And you can start out small. What action do I need to take to shift the way that I feel? And I can give you a clue here. If you've been feeling sad, we want to look at the oppositional energy, happiness. So the action that you'll need to take to move yourself out of sadness is to do something that will make you happy. We can think that, we can go, okay, I'm going to do something that makes me happy. How do I even, get to a happy place? I've been cozying up to sadness that feels comforting. Misery loves company. But the fire element asks us to act and to move. So coming up with one thing that you can do that will invoke happiness in your life. You might be uncomfortable with the idea of putting yourself out there and feeling into happiness, but in order to create shift, you must act. So whatever emotion that you're feeling after you've named it, think about the oppositional energy if it's a feeling that you want to shift, and then act upon it by doing something to support that feeling. So just support happiness. I'll give you another example. You've been feeling really inspired lately. And you don't necessarily want to shift that or change that, but think about this shift and change as a way to give that feeling of being inspired even more energy. So what can you do? What action can you create to amplify that feeling of being inspired? What can I do now? What can I do, small step, to amplify my feeling of being inspired? So you could think about that. It's going to require you, whatever that you choose, the action is going to require that you move, that you do something. The fire element doesn't want to stay still. It doesn't want to stay contained. It wants to grow. It wants to move. And eventually, everything, when placed into the fire, transforms, takes different shape. Alchemy. Okay? Great. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Want more? Become a member today. For $25 a month, you'll receive exclusive content and access to our online library full of classes to take anytime, anywhere.